I forgot to pitch the intro in the last video, but this is a short film about a three-headed mutant chihuahua that is saving a punk city against the attack of a giant air fryer invasion. What? Wait. You haven't seen this. This is the evil dude, and I've been using this dude as a reference for the past like 5-6 videos of rigging a character which is my air fryer. So if you haven't watched that thing, what are you waiting for? Let's go. So today I'm going to be designing the heads of this three-headed chihuahua, and it looks something like that, like this. This is the body turn around that I did on the previous video. Play. Zoom. Now we're going to design the head of this dude. I have my coffee, I have my pen, my mic. Okay, amazing, and we are ready. These are the three heads, and what I'm going to do right now is a full turnaround of each of the heads. So let's see if I can do all of that in one single video. Head. Tom. So, what is the deal with these dudes? This is the deal. Get out of here. This is the deal. Wait, I'll let you look at on my screen here. Chihuahua. I'm going to show you the character designs because this is a very good starting point into knowing like what should I aim at right now. This is the character design of these three little chihuahuas that eventually becomes this giant monster three-headed chihuahua. But these are the three little innocent chihuahua that turns into this giant monstrous dude over here. So what I'm going to do is take these heads and turn them around. Awesome, but I also have to consider the design of this dude individually. Let's do that. So I will turn off this head for a bit, and this reference I'll let the reference over there. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to take this reference of this head, and then I'll turn it around. So I'll grab this tree, plop, and let's do this. I'll grab this tree, copy, create a new layer that I'll call head reference, head ref, and paste it here. And from here, I'm going to start designing this to add. So let's start drawing like crazy. I have the head. I'll not consider the neck right now, just the head. And the shape is something like this. And my center line is something like this. Now, I've been showing these characters to some mentors of mine, and I've been receiving some feedback like, hey, you don't need too much geometry here. Like, you can simplify those lines. Like, for example, here, you have this and this. Here, you have this S. So you can simplify that geometry, so you can have something like this. That's it. You make this character simple by doing so. And the nose could be something like this. Awesome. Now, the idea is that the little chihuahuas, look at this. The little chihuahuas, where are the little chihuahuas? Wait a second. Chihuahua project design, Chihuahua board. Wait a second. Here are the little chihuahuas. Look, the little chihuahuas, if we're comparing Tom here, we're having this dude that have like this eye super open, and the other one is like a little bit closed. So here on this transformation, it's totally the contrary. This eye is super open, is popping out of the head. So that's the idea of like why this character have the eye like that, because that was the main idea for that. So I have a C. For this, which shape can I give this to this hair? So I have this shape, something like this, a straight and an S, and then I connect and break this shape like this. So what I did here is grouping all of these little parts of the hair into a big shape. So I grab here a straight line, but here I did an S, something like this, and then I break this S from the inside to create these other parts of the hair. So I can, when I'm animating, I can track that bigger shape, and as a consequence, as animating that bigger shape, I can come up with the placement of those other little parts. Awesome. So another thing that I was considering for this project is playing with this character like the gorilla's character without pupils, so I can just have the eyes being like empty white, and it looks mad. You see, it looks like a monster. So I'm going to play with that idea. What else? Now the teeth, I have to give this a specific order. Like here, this will be big, this will be medium, and this could be small. Okay. These hairs could be like this. It's okay. It's like a crown. I'm not grouping this into a simple shape, into a shape. I'm just breaking those like this, having in mind like this is small, this is big, and this is medium. And working with that contrast is something that makes my design more appealing. If I do this, it's like boring. So this part of the eye will taper towards this, towards the top. And here we're having a ball. Wondering if I should have a pupil there. No, if I'm not having here, I'm not having there neither. So I'm going to close this something like this. Let me bring this character over here to see how this looks like. Oops, amazing. I like it. I like it. I like it. Awesome. And the rules for the ears is like a straight line here, a C curve here, and another C curve here. Or this could be like you can think about you can think about this in two different ways. You can think about like two C curve, or like a simple C curve, which the apex of this is here at this point lower. Sometimes when we are designing this rule of CSI and we are putting C curve versus stripe curves, the first thing that we do is put like a C there, all the way in the center. Boring. Boring. So what if I if I take this apex and I put it here? You see, you start making more dynamic shapes. So that's the thing that I do. Of course, there are designs that works with having that thing like in the middle, but fuck off. I like that over here. But there you go, something like that. And I create more dynamic shapes. And I take this, erase this, something like here. And then I'll move this around here. Black. Awesome. If I take this character around here, let's look at that, dude. Beautiful. And then yeah, that's it. Now I'm going to rotate this dude. So this is a 3/4. This is a 3/4. I need the front view here, the side view here. Let's go to the side view. Let's just reveal the color art and this. Come on, there you go. So let's go. Let's rotate this dude. Side view. Onion skin. Come on. There you go. So for the side view of this dude, it will be the same shape here. I'm trying to keep this simple, not like, oh, dude, but you have to extend a little bit because the skull goes. Nah, fuck off. I'll try to keep this super simple. And then this mouth, I can lower the mouth like this, chin in this line, something like this, back, and this lines comes across. And then this, I'm tracking this dude, so this I can keep the same big, medium, small design around throughout this thing. Boop, there you go. That's the side view. Maybe I can make this a little bit longer. Get out of here. John Miko. There you go. Change your mind. Okay, so I'll put this here and put this here. If I say a random word, or if I start singing a random lyrics, it's because I'm listening to a song. So, poop. There you go. Just saw that. Amazing. And I'll move this backwards. Nah. Somewhere over there. Amazing. I can get rid of this. Beautiful. Now, I'll copy this dude, move it. And this will overlap, but I'll do something beautiful and cute here. I'll put one like that. I'll put this one like below that one. Actually looks awful. So I'm going to put it there and then just cut here. And here I can do something with the hair. I can just grab this hair, move this to the front. Yes, something like this. And this one also I can move this a little bit to the front. So I can create an interesting silhouette in which I still can show the hair. Oopsie! Too big. I'm cheating here just to have an appealing pose here. Actually, if that thing is looking back, this should be revealed here, not there. So there are two options here. Either revealing this shape out of this shape of the ear or using the negative space of the ear to reveal the shape of the hair. So it's about taking decisions. So decide. Beautiful. Awesome. And then this hair, just I'll make a line like this. Looks like a Jewish hat. There you go. Back. And then we're coming around. Wait, no, let's do the front. Let's do the front. So for the front view, I'll use the same head shape. Something like this. I don't like that line. I'll go like this. Awesome. I'll go like this. I'll go like this. Actually, I can mirror this. I can mirror this. Black. That's why I love to boom. I actually enjoy more drawing in Photoshop because I can just freehand everything, but I love Photoshop when I'm doing sketches. So when I'm doing sketches, it's like I don't even care about copying and pasting lines. I redraw every single line, but wait. Actually, I should be doing this on the 3/4 view too, so it's more precise. See. There you go. And then these eyes. Yeah, I can do something like this maybe. And this nose could be inside of this, like here. And this tooth could be like this. I'm never sure. Oh no, I do have a front view of this during the animatic. Because everything that I'm doing is towards the animatic. It's like, I need something, does the animatic need it? Yes, then I'll have to put the time to do it here. Now, on the Chihuahua's little designs, we have this, look. On the little Chihuahuas, we have the eye to be inside of the head, is inside of the head. Now on the transformation, we can have the eye go out of the silhouette of the head. So it looks super matte. I have to also redesign the little Chihuahuas. Because it's easier, I'll leave it for later. You see? Looks like a monster. And now what I'm going to do here is taking this. Actually, this should be flipped. Should this be flipped like this? Because if I'm using these ears here like this will turn like that, yes. Because what if that part is in the inside? Will this make sense? Actually looks nice. I love how this flips. I don't know, I'll figure out that later, but I'll leave it like that. I'll leave it like that. Looks like a bee. So for this hair, something like that. I don't quite like this too much. Let's try another one with two different variations. The ears being flipped the other way, and the eyes inside of the head, silhouette of the head. And what do you think it looks better? What do you think looks better? Even like the mouth. Let me change the mouth. Now this is the sound that I like. Awesome. You get out of here immediately. So you see? Now I like this more. Beautiful. Now the 3/4 back view. I'll take this same 3/4 view and I'll paste it here. I'll reduce the opacity and I'll just change the overlapping lines and the order of things, moving the eyes behind the skull and all of those things. Actually, this should be a little bit shorter. And these teeth should come here. Awesome. This comes like this. And this eye here will move all the way, flipped all the way around here. I can cheat and put it like that. I can erase some lines here. This thing will be here, but will be flipped. Flip, 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 flip. Black. Awful. I'll figure out a way of rotating that hair better next time. Maybe, what if I leave it like that? Yeah. That's not important at all. What else? What else? What else? This eye should also be revealed a little bit here. Yeah, because it's too big. Because it's too big, I should reveal that eye there. And it looks fun. Looks fun. Now this ear. It's a 3/4. Should be like this, or should be like this? Who cares? I'll put it like that. And then puck. And then I'll put it like this. So it's like ding! You know, it's like very pointing. Everything is like ta ta ta. Now this ear will hide that eye. Or can I move the eye a little bit so it's not hidden by that thing? Now I'm going to show where the eye comes from. So I'll plan it to be like this is the hair, and the eye comes out of this hair. So I'm not showing like how this eye is connected to the skull, but I should show the eye comes here. Nah, the eye will always go behind that line. Awesome. So I'm going to delete this. Maybe the eye should not be all the way there. Maybe the eye should be around here now that if I think about it. Yeah, the eye should be around there. But it's going to create a weird silhouette. So If it's going to create a weird, awful silhouette, what should I do? See? Because over here is like a little too far away. I don't care. I'll figure it out later. Okay, back view. Wait! I shouldn't have this eye here. I hope you notice this. Then we're having a C or an S, now a C. And I'm cutting this C like this. I love how I did this on the little Chihuahua. I don't remember where is that little Chihuahua. No, forget it. I'll do something like this. And then, you know what? What if I make this emo? And I cut this something like this. And this eye. Comes a little bit here. No, too long. That's the position of the eye. And it's overlapping okay with the ear. I'll prefer if it doesn't overlap, but it have to. And we're having this line here. Now we have a start here. Can we have an S here? No. What if I do something like this? Nah. What if I do something like this? Straight. And then a curve here. That looks better. And this dude follows that curve. What if this hair doesn't come on top of this, but this eye comes on top of the hair? Yeah, that's kind of better. Because it looks super cut out when it's on top of the hair. Here at least I can show that it's coming out of the head. And I know I said the other way around. But now that I'm seeing this, I kind of like it more. Let's see if I am still thinking the same way as I move forward with this. What if I do this? Something like this. So this is if this is the center line of the dude, this is the middle line of the dude. Let me track this middle line around here. And the eye starts from that middle line. You know, I'll put that line up a bit. So this eye actually starts over there. So I'll copy and paste this line here. Wait. Yeah, it's too up. A little bit there. I'll move it up, but not that much. Awesome. Wait. There you go. I'll leave it down. Something here. It should be here. This should be a little bit. I'm trying to make a circular shape, a circular arc with the eye when it's turning back. See? So it's not going like tack, 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 tack. It's going in circles around. That's why I'm flipping to just look at that motion. Awesome, it's flowing better, you see? Now, what else do I need? I have the 3/4 here, and now I need a back view. So I'm going to create a new drawing here. Take this, copy here, flip this dude. Um. Oh no, you know, instead of flipping just that dude, I'll flip all of this dude, and then I'll move this a little bit. Okay, I get rid of all the facial features and hair. I'll cheat this a little bit and move up just to have a better and clear silhouette. Now this ear is going to be in front of this eye, and this line will be overlapping the eye. And the hair, I'm going to also cheat the hair, just showing it in the front 3/4 view. So if this is the final position of the eye, I know that my other eye will be around it. It will look a bit too messy, so I'm going to put it there later. So this is the rotation of the dude. I'm going to keep rotating this to the other side. So I know this will be the same shape that I'll use here. Just flip it. This have to be a little bit more to that side. And then here needs to go a little bit to the right. And now here, instead of in this eye, it will be this eye here. So I'll copy this eye from the 3/4 and just flip it, move it here. See? And then I'm going to the from 3/4 back. From the 3/4 back view, I'm going now to the side view, to the reverse side view. So my reverse side view will be the same one, but flipped. And this is moving too much to the left. Moving too much to the left. Onion skin back. So, oh, let me see. It's going back, front. So I have to move this like this. Look, this is super rough, so eventually I'm going to clean this and just track everything again. So the head, the volume of the head, as it is the same as it turns, I'll try to keep it exactly at the same place. I'm trying to keep this exactly at the same place, and the only thing that I'm moving is the features and the things around the head. So it's something like this. Now this side view will be something like this instead. And then we're coming to the 3/4 view here. Boop, flipping this. And this eye will come here, flipped, something like this. This will pop out more, so I create this round movement. And here we close this thing, and we start showing the other eye. This hair will go the opposite way. Now let's look at how this turnaround is looking. It's there. Now we're polishing some little things. We're going to polish some little things, but it's there. It's there. And this is super needed for me. I also have to change the order of the teeth. This is very important for me to establish because as this face is super asymmetrical, I have like an eye here, another eye here. I need to make sure I rotate in all the 360 views. So when I'm rigging, I'm placing everything on the correct place. So this is the back. Black. Now you know I can cheat the teeth and also put them in inverse in the order of those things. Yeah, I don't care. I'm not looking for a perfect rotation because I'm not trying to do like a I'm not trying to showcase a rotation. I'm trying to build a short film. So I have other priorities in my short film than making a perfect rotation. So I'm just making a rotation that works for the rigging process. Okay. Okay. Awesome. So let me copy and paste this line because it's helping me as a landmark for many things, like for this part of the eye. You know what? Now you come here. Let's put this a little bit up. Awesome. Oop. Oop. And then this line goes around and up. Awesome. And then come here, then keep turning, keep turning, keep turning. I wonder if I have to show like a little bit of the hair here. Yeah, it will be in front of this, so I'm not show it here. Just maybe a little bit there. So this should no, it should be here. Maybe an S. Or I can just do a straight line here, yeah. And then boop, it starts curving over here. Yep, I'll cheat it like that. Now why is popping from here to here? Let me get rid of this eye, copying this eye here. Let me copy this eye here because it's the volume of the eye of this eyeball is changing. Then back. Just it's jumping too much. That's why I'm always flipping. Awesome. Then I'll turn this. Beautiful. That's the turnaround of this head. Now I'm going to make another turnaround of this head with mouth open. Okay, let's go. I'll mark this as a key. Then I'll copy in again this key here. Then I'll take in all of this, copying and pasting here back. And then I'll make this with the mouth open to have as a reference too. So the mouth open, I'll start from here. Again, looking at the reference that I previously gathered here, let me turn on all the references. Look at here. It's just the mouth open, like super flat 2D, but a line in the middle. I can also add the tongue, like something like that. That'll be funny. So I'll put this in a transparent layer. Also this line, black. And I will start roughing now. So this part moves up. The length of this line, I'll just copy and paste it here so I can track that properly. So this moves down. Let me see this. Yeah. See, again, I was overthinking. No, draw that line. That's it. Just draw that line. If I don't like it, I erase. I can try to connect the rhythm, the flow between this part and this part of the jaw. And not only that, but also like trying to find out, like, you see this flow here? So this flow is like designing a logo. So if I'm designing a logo, I'm trying to align these corners with these corners here. I have no idea if what I just said is like a true thing, but it's how I just think about these things or how I approach these things. I will hyper extend this, so I can push forward, like push, and then just going back if needed. I'd rather push this a lot and being able to go back on the rig than not being able to push as much as I want on this because I didn't design like in that way. Now instead of being like crack crack, maybe I can be like something everything like this. So it's like a this line like this. Now let's look at this. How I open the mouth of this dude. Yeah, it's like that. I love it. This will be like a custom frame. Just on that frame, I'll put some deformers or draw like a custom mouth to look super mad. But normally, if it's like just normal mouth opening and closing, and if I were to think about the skull of this thing, just to if this is a cranium, this is the eye thing, this is the zygomatic F bone. It comes like this. This is the hole, the nose. Then here's the jaw. I have no idea if the jaws of these animals are like the humans. I have no idea. So I'm imagining the jaw should be here, like the opening, but this is a cartoon. I don't think they approach these things like that, right? Yeah, look at this, dude. Beautiful, dude. I did that here. Amazing. So, see how these open the mouth like this? Fuck the anatomy here. The skull and all of those things look amazing, dude. Amazing. Amazing, yeah. Fuck off, this is cool. Select the stroke with all current colors and get rid of all of this immediately. What I was looking at? Oh, yeah. See, this is the way that my mind come up with a design of like open mouth. This is what I get from looking at the reference and wonder which one looks better. Of course, dude, of course. So the open mouth that I thought it was going to be like this, like my basic, super basic mind was like this. But actually it was something like this. See? F references, guys. F references. There you go. And not only that, even push this, something like this. This is an open mouth. Can I open this mouth in another different? How can I do that? It'll be something like this. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Still, I'm considering this thing that I mentioned, but now it's an S curve. See? Beautiful. Now I want this. No, 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 no. Ah, I was drawing this on top of the same drawing. Command Z like crazy. Oof, go back, go back. I think I put like 300 backward movements. Go back. Oof, beautiful. And then I'll just duplicate this, duplicate. Delete, paste. I'll do a recommendation, music recommendation at this moment. I'll take a moment to just recommend a song, a zinger. Come in here. Duki and Kea, two Argentinian dudes. Amazing. Okay, let's continue. She don't give a fuck, baby. She don't give... Okay. Oop. Now I'm going to grab the teeth from here, paste it here. There you go. I'll put this as transparent line, so I have it in my mind still. Now, closed mouth, I'll have like another tooth like this. Maybe I can inverse this. If I had like a big one here, as a medium here, a small here, maybe I can have here like a big, medium, and small. Yeah, nice. Nice, nice, nice. There you go. That's the dude with the mouth open. That's the dude with the mouth open, looking at what? At this. At this. At this. At this. What else? I looked at another one, right? And this. Got the reference and copy and use them as reference. There you go. Amazing. I love this dude. Awesome. Okay, what else? What else? What else? What else? Elegante que let me change this now. I want to listen to another thing right now. So this is my real process. It's like I am not like a genius designer. I just grab what exists in the world, the things that inspires me, and then it's like, how is that you're working? And then I study how that works, and I'm like, okay, I got you. And then magic. It's magic. Well, there's no magic on these things. It's just enjoying the process. Ooh, enjoying. Okay, perfect. So I'm going to put this thing here. Shift and trace. Should I talk about the shift and trace for a little bit? Shift and trace. Where is the shift and trace? How long is this video? I have time to talk about the shift and trace. Get out of here, mother shit. I don't need you. Headed Chihuahua. Yeah, get out of here. The shift and trace was a really cool tool that I found in TV Paint. I remember I was doing a 2D animation workshop online, and in this workshop they were doing like animation in TV Paint, and I was like, okay, if everyone is using TV Paint, I'll get TV Paint so I can be as cool as the other people in the in the class. So I installed Toon TV Paint, and they were using a lot the shift and trace at the beginning. The ideal is not to use it too much. And the shift and trace is just a way of moving the onion skin as you want, so you can just trace on top of the previous or the next drawing. And that's something that traditional animators used to do on paper. They just on peg, take the paper out of the peg and move the paper below of the paper, just move it around and just trace on top of that. So that's it. It's like moving the paper below and moving it to place the parts that you want to trace on in different parts of the canvas. So how to do this in Toon Boom Harmony is simple. You first enable your onion skin. Your onion skin, black. You turn on your onion skin, and I'm like, okay, which pieces that I want to move here? I want to move the previous frame, so I'm just going to enable the previous frame, and then I'm going to here in this part of the interface and just click and enable shift and trace. When you enable shift and trace, this window here will appear, this little window, and you only need two buttons, this one, this black arrow, and this one over here. And when you select the black arrow, it's like, okay, it's like you're telling Toon Boom, I'm going to move something from the onion skin. So Toon Boom is telling you, okay, move it. And you hold command and you click on the drawing from the onion skin and you can move it. Whoop. And then if you want to go, you have to reset this movement, because when you play this movement, the way that you move this previous drawing will keep the same position if you don't reset. And when you play, your drawings will look all over around. So you have to just, every time that you end up tracing, you click here and you reset the drawing to the original position. So that's what I'm going to do. And now that you're aware of what I'm doing, you can just see how is that I work with only those two buttons. So amazing. Let's trace this. And I'll copy this. This is the side view, right? Okay, so another thing that I am missing here is the thing that we learned from here, that is just a line here. So I'm going to create a line here, something like this, and the tongue will be something like this. Mm, because if the tongue is too sharp, it'll look like a teeth. But yeah, I'll leave it like that. There you go. I'm just revealing the tongue there. Awesome. Then I'll take in this. Now something that I'm seeing here is the wait. When it's in the side, I think I should move this a little bit towards the front. Nah, I'll keep it like that. So here, this doesn't look quite right, and this may be because I need to move this back. Yep. So I'm flipping. I'm flipping. This is a simple S. Awesome. Awful. Let me color this line. Something like this. There you go. It's like an S. It's a simple S. Either ways, once I start cleaning this, I'll just put cleaner lines. So I'm going to track a line here, and it's this top part of the mouth. So this will be something like this. Now, to quarterback. Again, this tool. This time I'm moving this back. I'm getting rid of this. Just copy this. And I'm going to draw these teeth, but I'm going to inverse the position. Invert the position, something like this. John Miko. Awesome. No, actually, I'll cheat it and leave it like that. I like that more. Awesome. We go around, we go around, we go around. Here's the back. So we're doing nothing on the back. In the front, this will be a super custom mouth. So actually, this should be like this. So this line is moving forward, and this part is also moving forward a bit. So it's not stuck at the same position. This is also moving forward, but also getting towards the inside like this. See? Awesome. What else? What else? What else? What else? The other. Well, I have to just copy and paste. Okay, this one. I don't have any single open mouth in the front view and animatic of this dude, so actually don't need it. But let's play around. Let's see how this looks like. I'm just sketching, feeling free as sketching, and finding out how this will look like. Then I can just duplicate this here. Nice. I'm already starting to think about how I'm going to how I'm going to make the system of the structure of the rig of this mouth. And I was like, no, that's too much. But I'm like, no, let's focus on what I'm doing right now. I'm working on character design right now. Later, I'll focus on I'll focus later on the all the things and all the troubleshooting the rig and process takes. Awesome. Now, I'm not looking at the reference here. So let's look some reference. Let's look if I have any reference here in the front view on how this mouth looks like. See this mouth, but is this closed? Like, should I create that like a closed mouth? Yeah. Maybe, I don't know. Nice. Okay, time to draw on top of this just to clean a little bit because the shapes are not that appealing. And here, what I'm going to do is tapering the shape, because if I were to just put all of this inside of a shape, this will be the shape, and this is not an appealing shape. But what if I put all of this in a shape like this? It's a more appealing shape. So I'm going to do something like this. I'm going to taper this towards the bottom, like a snake. Something like this. And the tongue, I can do something like this. Yeah, something like this, like a Muppet. There you go. That's the rotation of this head. 1 hour on this head. No way, dude. Now I still have 2 other heads to rotate. But either ways, it's like the other two will be faster because I already came up with the solutions on this one. I'm going to put this one close to this one so I can rotate all of this together. Let's look at how this looks like. Awesome. I can actually just take this mouth, paste it here, flip, put it here, black, and then the side view, always something like this. Lower the opacity group, flip, move this back, and then we're having the 3/4. For the 3/4, we're having all of this, except this, except this, except this, and this. Lower the opacity of all of this group and paste this mouth here. Move this here. Awesome, there you go. Now let's rotate this dude and see how it's looking. Awesome, it's working. What? Clack, it's moving. It's moving. No, okay, this one is moving. Now I have to move this one too to there because the volume of the head is not changing. It's consistent through the rotation. Now we're talking. We'll zoom. We have to move faster. So this is it for this video. Let me just do something important. Full screen. Bye. Should I recap what we did? No. Bye. You know what? I think I should recap what we did today, or what we learned today, or what I learned today, because I don't know if you learned something from here. I'm not intended to teach. I'm just sharing my process and documenting every single step of making a short film from start to the end of the project. And the thing the take for this video is that, again, the same thing, the taste or the things that came out of my mind from scratch without inhaling anything good, any other good type of design as inspiration. The things that came out of my mind were like super simple, super basic, and not appealing at all. Once I start inhaling good designs, when I start immersing myself into good designs and how other people already problem solve the same problems that I'm facing right now, I'm like, why do I want to reinvent the wheel? I can use what they did there and apply it to my characters. And it's not copying or tracing what they did, but it's understanding why they took a certain decisions in terms of design and adapting those decisions, those thought processes into my design. And that's what I did. And you could see how here from a mouth that I designed like this, I came out from this simple awful thing into something like this. And this I found out through looking at other designs, through looking at things that inspires me. And that's how I developed this good taste for design and animation. That's it. Bye.